Whoops, y'all gonna have to excuse me a minute. I had to go. Boy, I got me some meat on the grill. Got that big grill out there, got that 100-pound cylinder. I've got me some meat cooking, and I almost forgot to turn it. I got me some big pieces of meat cooking, and I'm gonna enjoy this night tonight. Hopefully, God willing, I'm gonna have me some good food to eat. But anyway, let me get back to this. And by the way, if you watch this video, I'm gonna actually do some videos on some of my recipes I have on cooking and grilling and stuff. And you know, you may find it interesting, you may not. But I'm planning on doing that in the future. I was riding down to a country town to pick up some stuff, and you know, I thought there may be some individuals that would love some pool room chili recipes, some Brunswick stew and all that. And I don't mean to make this video about that, but you know, I got a lot of stuff that I've done over my lifetime and cooked, and you know, you may find it interesting and it may be tasty to you. But back to the thing at hand. Listen, any religious person who believes or teaches there's no moral consequences of sin is the enemy of liberalism and must be oppressed and destroyed. Thus, for the collective liberal bent on imposing socialism upon a nation, Christianity and family, the right of the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, is the very, very enemies of liberal communist agendas. And to them, they must be squashed, oppressed, and destroyed through, listen to me, local, state, and federal entities. It's just that simple. You know, for example, you may have a judge that says this, and bam, they promote that local agenda. Then you may have a circuit court that overturns it because they have a rational mind. And it goes on every day. And you know I'm telling the truth. Let me get back to this. Strong families are one of the greatest threats to the final goals of liberalism and communism. The total degradation of the American family in recent decades among some ethnic communities has occurred as a direct result of the design and intention of liberal and communists in America. Get a little drink here. Think about what I'm going to read that statement again. And I want every one of you that subscribe to me to listen to what I'm saying real close. Strong families are the greatest threats to the final goals of liberalism and communism. Total degradation of the family in recent decades among some ethnic communities has occurred as a direct result of the design and intention of liberals and communists to destroy us completely, y'all. Now I gotta tell you, I know somebody on here whom I love dearly. It's a man that has a pretty good sized family just like I do. Now let me run something by you. If you don't want a bunch of kids, don't have them. But there's some of us that enjoy having it from a 2-year-old to a 21, 22-year-old young. And by God, I'm practicing on another one. But that'll just throw that out there for fun. But anyway, listen to me in all seriousness. If you don't want any kids, don't have them. I love kids. I'm going back to the Bible for a minute. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. Happy is the man whose quiver is full of them. I enjoy and I find joy from my children. I find joy that when I come home or I stay home, I've got a family unit that works together. Okay? I've got a 16 and 12-year-old, and you know, one of them's washing clothes, one of them's doing dishes. My wife's reading Bible stories to the 2 and the 4-year-old. And I'm in there, you know, every now and then I'll wash dishes. I don't have to, but I do it. You know, I'll even put clothes in the dryer. But it's a family unit, and we work together to make a strong unit that therefore I've taught my girls principles that they will understand, that they will take care when they meet their husband, God willing. That's a good moral man that I'm praying day and night for. That person will find that, you know what? This is a woman that knows her stuff. Not the runway half-naked mess. Not the got more makeup on than Mary Kay ever created. But that she inside has something in her that says, I am willing and ready to be a helpmate to you. That's not promoted today. It's not promoted. But yet that is the very foundation that makes the family keep going from generation to generation, people. You see? Well, let me move on. Private ownership of guns is the single greatest symbol of individual power, and therefore it is despised by liberals. Now see on these notes, by gosh, he could have left that out. Printed it out from somebody I think the world of, and he could have left that one out. It makes, and I said this earlier, and I'm going to stand up for an example again. It makes them cringe, fellas. It makes them cringe when we got these, you see. They cringe. Both of these, liberal or semi-automatic. 20 rounds here, 20 rounds here, 20 rounds there. We don't want to use them. But what we do is we keep packing them just in case there's some friggin' nut that you taught, okay, that anything goes. Anything don't go. With an American patriot, anything don't go. You can't just do whatever you want to do. You see? You can't do it. Because there's some of us out there that'll put an end to your crap when it happens. You know, and oftentimes I've said, it's never happened to me, and I hope and pray it don't, but you know, if there's a Zippy Mart or a Come and Go or a whatever kind of station getting robbed, and I pull up there and that joker's coming out with a 12 gauge double barrel, and he's done been in there and locked the store owner up and raped her, and he's coming out and by God, he's got his hands full of liquor and the cash register and all that. And you know what? He better hope and pray to God in heaven I don't pull up in that parking lot when he does it, because I'm putting to put an end to his crap. You see? Because I'm going to tell you something. If the end's put to his crap, the next dude ain't going to want to go locking the store clerk up, raping her, and taking all the stuff. But the promotion today is this. You shouldn't have that handgun, baby. You shouldn't do it. See, we're going to get rid of all the guns from American citizens, and there won't be no more crime. Well, let me tell you something, you dumb A liberal, and you fill the blanks in that goes with that A. The people that are robbing the stores, they didn't purchase their firearms legally. Okay? They got it on the black market from another thug. And they could care less. Because you see, when you promote that we're going to put restrictions on the people, the citizens, that gives them carte blanche. They go out and rob those stores and do their stuff. And by the way, 98% of the time, the police ain't there. When the robbery's committed, they come and they clean the crap up and they make a report. The police use more friggin' pens and paper when they get to the police station than they do protecting and serving. Doesn't mean we don't have good police, sheriffs, and all that. But most of the time, they respond after the incident has occurred. And see, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, I don't care what you say, liberal, it ain't going to be infringed on this old boy. Because I will leave this earth a free man. I will not die. Somebody that's handcuffed and dictated by a liberal communist agenda. It will not happen. It won't happen. It won't take place. Well, you're just a nutcase. No, I'm a human being that has enough intelligence that has not been seduced and has not been destroyed by fluoride in the media, and the list goes on, and I'm about out of time. I'll be back. Just hang on.